Always install new seals. Never reuse the old ones. Now reinstall the rotor, the outer bearing, and the retaining washer and nut. Tighten the nut to the correct torque. Refer to a published service manual for the correct bearing tightening specification on your vehicle. Reinstall the retaining nut and cotter pin. Lightly tap on the outer dust cap. Next, we'll prepare the caliper for reassembly. With the C-clamp and an old disc pad, compress the caliper piston all the way back into the caliper. Be careful and keep the C-clamp lined up parallel to the travel direction of the piston. This will prevent the piston from going into the caliper crooked and becoming lodged. Once the piston is compressed all the way in, remove the C-clamp and check the piston boot for damage or leaks. Before installing the new disc pads in the calipers, the sliding surfaces must be cleaned and properly lubricated. With a wire brush, file, or sandpaper, clean the surfaces that mate together. These surfaces slide over each other during normal operation of the brakes. If they are not smooth and free from corrosion, the caliper will stick, causing incorrect braking pressure on the rotor and premature pad wear. Next, using synthetic brake grease, liberally lubricate the sliding surfaces and hardware, including any mounting bolts. Making sure that care has been taken to clean all brake system components prior to assembly, install the new disc pads. Slide the caliper in place over the rotor and be careful not to get any grease or dirt on the face of the new disc pads or on the rotor surface. If you touch the rotor surface or get grease on it, make sure to clean it with brake cleaner and a clean paper towel before proceeding. Now reinstall the caliper mounting hardware and tighten securely. Check the level of the brake fluid in the master cylinder and add fluid if necessary. When at the proper level, set the cover back on the master cylinder and gently pump the brakes until a firm pedal is felt. Recheck the brake fluid level in the master cylinder, add if necessary, and reinstall the master cylinder cover. Reinstall the wheels and lug nuts. When tightening lug nuts, it is important to torque them to the proper specification. Uneven or improper torque of lug nuts can cause warpage of the brake rotor and pulsation of the brake pedal during stopping. Take the car down off the jack stands and re-torque the lug nuts. Drive the vehicle carefully for the first few hundred miles and avoid sudden stops if possible.